Human Rights Commission has indicted the Nigerian Army, the Directorate of State Security, the Attorney General of the Federation over the killing of 8 occupants of an uncompleted building in the APO area of the federal capital. At a public presentation in Abuja, the NHRC said the security agents and the Attorney General had no credible evidence to describe the victims of the raid, which took place in September last year, as agents of Boko Haram. It concludes that the security agents therefore violated the right to life of the dead victims as well as the survivors.
The Commission decides and hereby orders to be paid by the Government of the Federation the sum of 10 million Naira as compensation for each of the deceased, or 80 million Naira in respect of the 8 deceased persons. And for each of the injured survivors, the Commission orders the award of the sum of 5 million Naira, or a total of 55 million Naira. In conclusion, having investigated this complaint, heard all the parties, examined the relevant laws, the National Human Rights Commission, exercising its powers under Section 5 and 6 of the National Human Rights Commission Act, as amended, hereby determines and declares as follows. 1A. At the time of the lethal encounter, giving rise to the present complaint on or about 20th September 2013, there was a non-international armed conflict going on in northeastern Nigeria involving the armed forces of the Federal Republic and Jaliswaj, also known as Boko Haram. The theater of active conflict extended to Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. B. With reference to the existence of a NIAC in Nigeria, the rules of international humanitarian law, including in particular Common Article 3 of the Geneva Conventions, which are applicable to the parties to the conflict. The rules of human rights law under the Nigerian Constitution and other relevant laws supplement these rules in the theaters of conflict and remain applicable outside those theaters. There is 3C. There is no credible evidence to suggest or show that the victims in this case were members of Jaliswaj or involved in direct participation in hostilities. They were therefore protected civilian non-combatants. D. The defense of self-defense asserted by the respondents is not supported by the facts or evidence. E. Taking account of all the circumstances in this case, the application of lethal force was disproportionate, and the killings of the 8 deceased persons, as well as the injuries to the 11 survivors, were unlawful. F. There is no basis in law for confining detainees freed by the respondents to internal administrative banishment.